middle name is John. One of my middle names. My second name is John. And people used to call me Doc. That's one part of it. But also there was a famous Greek guy in New Orleans named of Dr. John, who was a free man of color from the Bambara people of Africa. And he was hooked up with my great Aunt Pauline.
You got me. What you gonna do? Say your business, John Foley.
I feel honored to, when I was a teenager, to have worked with a lot of my heroes, whether it was Charles Brown, people that Joe Turner, and later working with Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin, and those were special because I love those depth, and that means a lot to me. And back in the 50s, union scale wasn't no money. It was like we got $27 for a recording day for 3 hours or 6 hours to do a whole album. And so it wasn't like a big financial thing, and it sure wasn't anything else. Everybody worried more about their real gigs after whenever the recording sessions, and we went to work. Well, I came up with guys that when you worked in the studio scene in New Orleans, they always told us, like the younger guys, myself, Alan Toussaint that's playing there, but all of us, we were told, like, you gotta respect all the music, and you got to do these things if you're gonna play on records.
We'll play old Louis Jordan tune.
Well, I had so many on guitar, my teachers from A.J. Gooma, Walter Papoose, Nelson, Ron Montrell. Those guys were big influence, and they turned me on to more guitar players. Like when I started with my second guitar teacher, Papoose, he taught me how to play like T-Bone Walker, and that's about the time I started doing recording sessions.
Now, have you ever been down to New Orleans?
But then around New Orleans, there was so many big killer piano players, whether it was Professor Long and everybody, James Booker, Alan Toussaint, Art Neville. It was just go on and on with piano players. That's why I figured if I'm gonna play music professional, I might as well start with a guitar because I'll probably never get a job. It was just so many killer piano. But all of those things left big influences on it, but there were piano players like Charles Brown, Lloyd Glenn. There was millions of piano players beside all the guys in New Orleans, like I said, like Professor Longhead, Huey Piano Smith. Those were probably my first two major influences, but there was a plenty guys, and that's just how it is. You gotta listen to everything, you know?
Never seen such a rolling and a soling till the break of dawn. I knew I could get away if I just had me half a chance.
You know, when my father passed away, Professor Longhead became kind of like a father figure to me. And I would go hang out at his pad with his daughter, Wilhelmina, and I don't know, he was just a sweet guy. But Professor Longhead, I saw him one night, like at the club after the gig, and he said, "You need a band to do one gig." And he had so much influence over all of us. We all quit this gig with Roy Byrne. It was a steady 6-night-a-week gig. To do one gig with Professor Longhead, it didn't even happen. And you know what? It was like we had more fun rehearsing and just backing him up. There was no place like it on earth. And now it's gone. And there's no excuse for this. And we had the best of the seafood, and we shipped stuff all over the world. Listen, I made a record right after the storm called Scipiana Hurricane to tell people, don't send money to big business if you want to help Louisiana. I mentioned a few places they could send. There's more places.
Soon you'll be in the gutter.
People put the money in people's
Melt
hands.
your heart like butter. I can make you stutter. Talking about your tongue. Kitty, kitty, come, come. Walk on, beauty, splinters.
Well, there's a lot of things on here that all mean something to me personally. This scarab my sister gave to me. She was a citizen of the year a lot of times, and somewhere in Mexico they make that. And then this little bell was given to me. This cross was given to me by somebody many years ago. But all the things on here, the seashell, everything, all means something to me. And it's just, these are all good things for me to keep around me. I try to keep everything simple and good.